This is the last thing that anyone can imagine, that Hillary Clinton will go too far. For someone surprised, but I think for the most of you, not. Hillary proved what a traitor she is. Hillary Clinton has remained in the public eye despite her stunning election loss to Donald Trump. The recent publication of her campaign memoir, What Happened, has served as a basis for taking aim at the president during the last several weeks. As covered by the Daily Caller, Clinton on Tuesday urged federal workers who oppose Trump not to resign, but to stick it out. Clinton called on left-leaning federal employees to use their positions to continue to influence the direction of the government. The failed presidential candidate accused Trump of having contempt for government employees. She described Trump's attitude toward them as being one of disregard, even contempt, among many in this administration about what federal workers know and what they've done, and the advice they can give. Clinton did not mention ideological differences between federal workers many hired in past administrations and the current president as a source of potential conflict. For Clinton, it is the members of the Washington bureaucracy, not the duly elected president, who should have the final word about how the government is run. Some federal workers dissatisfied with Trump's agenda have gone so far as to resign. As the Huffington Post reported, a top EPA official stepped down in August. Upon her departure, she left a scathing letter directed at Trump. The official wrote, "Today the environmental field is suffering from the temporary triumph of myth over truth. The truth is there is no war on coal, there is no economic crisis caused by environmental protection, and climate change is caused by man's activities." Some observers have argued that federal employees are not elected but appointed and must, therefore, follow the agenda laid out by the president, whose election represents the will of the majority of the country. By this logic, if an employee is unable to reconcile his beliefs with the policies coming from the White House, the most honorable course of action is to resign. But Clinton encouraged federal workers to remain in their positions. Stick it out, because the tide has to turn," Clinton said. She went on to assert, "I don't want us to lose the decades, really, if you added it all up, the thousands of years of experience in the EPA, in the State Department, in the Labor Department, in a lot of the places being targeted by the administration." For the former presidential contender, the administration will eventually need the expertise of these workers. At some point, they're going to need you, and the country is going to need you. And I hope you're still there. Clinton's remarks have a patriotic ring to them. But they also lend themselves to another interpretation: keeping Democrat bureaucrats and operatives in power may be the most effective way for the opposition to thwart the agenda of the governing party. Hillary Clinton crossed the line with her last move. Do you think President Trump should do something about this?